Hi guys, thanks for joining me again. We're going to look at a playing game today, really. Just a bit of an ordinary game that, and I'll tell you the circumstances of it. Back in 2012, Carnforth had a professional called Toby Bulcock, who was left arm spinner, really ripped it, half decent batsman. And at that time, this was Carnforth's last season in the Northern League, but at this time it wasn't known that that was going to be the case. So we were looking at the time for a professional for 2013 to see if we were going to re-engage the current professional or get a new professional. So I worked with a friend of mine whom you'll know, and you'll know what I'm talking about straight away, all the way over to the Huddersfield League, because one of their players, born in Australia but he's qualified as English, a guy called Steve Whitwam, had been ripping up the record books for a good few years. He was about 30, I think, at that time, so he's knocking on a bit now. So this was July 2012. So we went all the way over to a little village called Scholes in Yorkshire in the Huddersfield League, because we knew that Whitwam was playing, and his team is Golka, so they were the away side. And we got delayed on the M62 and we ended up turning up late. By the time we'd got there, our sort of chosen player of to watch that day, Steve Whitwam, he'd already been out caught for 19, and his team struggled to 147 all out, and that's nothing in that league. There's regularly scores of 300. You're going to find out in later videos about some of those. There's regularly scores of 300. So he was out for 19, and they struggled to 147. We said, well, we'd ordered a tea, so we went and had our tea. And we thought we'd watch the Scholes innings. And we didn't know until we got there that Whitwam and Jaffer was the overseas player for Scholes. And he's played 30 odd test matches and scored nearly 2,000 runs. I mean, he's retired now, I think he's 40 odd. 260 first class games. He scored 19,000 first class runs. And here he was playing for Scholes, and we'd happened upon it, and we thought, well, we'll have a watch. He spent the whole of the Golka innings fielding at third man, and then from the other end he was fielding at long on and just not moving. Took a couple of catches, didn't bowl, all very much unimpressive. So we thought, oh, there's a big incoming here, so he's going to thrash the ball about, knock these 140 odd off. And as luck would have it, he was out stumped. It looked pretty rough to me. He was out stumped by off the bowling of our chosen player, Steve Whitwam, for 4. So we'd travelled 2 hours each way, all the way to Scholes, and we'd seen our player of choice get 19, and then the international superstar Whitwam and Jaffer get stumped for 4, and Whitwam ended up 4 for 58. And Scholes struggled home with a couple of overs left with 9 wickets down. That was the first time we'd come across Steve Whitwam, and he's been all-rounder of the year in that league, something like 15 times. He's an amazing player. I'm sure he's going to crop up again. Long trudge home to Carnforth, and then everyone said, how did it go looking at these players? And what a waste of time that was. At least it was a bit sunny and the sandwiches were nice. Thanks for listening, guys.